Welcome back, everyone. Time for another adventure from Papa's Comic Books and Coffee. All right, let's see who we have today. Dun dun dun, ba-dum. Will you look at that? Fantastic Four, number 212. 40 cents back in 1979. Title of the story, The Clash of the Titans. This is by Marv Wolfman and John Byrne. And as always, this book is available on my eBay page, Papa's-Comic-Books. So if you don't mind, take a look over there, see what you can find, what you like. Also, hit that sub button if you don't mind. I wouldn't mind a little subscription here and there. And give me a like or give me a dislike and tell me what's wrong with it, okay? I think this is going to be another long read, so let's get right into it. I am called the Watcher. It has been my race's task to observe the lives of all creatures who dwell within our expanding universe. Thus, hear me now, citizens of Earth. Tonight, your troubled world shall become a war-torn backdrop to an already predestined struggle, the Battle of the Titans. For every war, there must be opposing forces. Witness the world-dominating power of Galactus, led by his herald, he who is known as Terex the Tamer. Witness, too, the awesome planet-shaking energy that is possessed by the being called only the Sphinx. Long ago, it was predestined that these three mighty beings be drawn into a conflict, while I, who can do no more than observe, must simply note all that transpires in my cosmic log of the knowledge. To fully comprehend all that shall occur, one must first learn what has already happened. For Earth, this battle began in the recesses of the Baxter Building, where the scientist Reed Richards struggled to learn the origin of a strange ion ray. What in the world, a girl appearing in my beam? Please help me before it's too late. A moment more, and the reason for the girl's consternation became quite evident. It's a Skrull, creepo. He's after that space gal. We've got to stop him. Ben, what do you think I'm doing, dancing with Mork from Ork? With this strange Skrull defeated the alien girl Princess Adora, suzerain of the planet Zador, convinced the Fantastic Four to aid in her planet's war against the Skrulls. The three valiant team members who joined her soon found themselves captured by the savage Skrulls and forced to partake in a trial which mocked true justice. You have been found guilty of conspiring against the Skrull Empire. Your punishment shall be death by rapid aging. In 3 of your Earth days you shall perish of old age. With the aid of another superhero group known as the New Champions, the Fantastic Four escaped the Skrull homeworld and returned to Xandar, only to find their fourth member waiting for them. Johnny, you made it. Yeah, as I was getting a bit lonely hanging around the Baxter Building. But the joy of reunion could not lighten the tragedy that was soon to befall them. From aboard the champion starship came the Sphinx, whose sole desire was to tap the power of the Xandar's legendary living computers, and with the terrible knowledge he gained, he summoned to himself the powers of the universe. Driven mad with such power, the Sphinx decided on a deadly action. He would return to the planet of his birth, and then he would destroy it. Their power diminished by their ever-increasing aging, the Fantastic Four knew there was only one being capable of engaging the sinister Sphinx in battle, Galactus, Devourer of Worlds. Help us defeat the Sphinx, and I'll relinquish the vow I made you to take never to attack the Earth anew. The Earthling's shocking request startled even me, yet once I pierced his unconscious mind, I understood his plan of action. And so now the Earth stands defenseless against twin menaces. Will it survive? Will it perish as countless worlds have perished before that? I do not know. Like you, I must simply wait and observe the events as they occur, for I am not the Watcher. New York is home city to the plethora of superheroes. Thus, it could be assumed the Big Apple's jaded populace would be inured to the dramatic presence of one more flying stranger. Wrong. What in the world is he? It's like he's carved out of stone. With that axe, he sure isn't here for the tourist holiday. You there, get down here or I'll shoot. Try whatever you wish, human. Your puny weapons is nothing when compared with the awesome cosmic power of Terex the Tamer. With his cosmic axe gripped firmly in mighty hand, Terex whirls it above his stony head. Then in an arrogant display of power, his axe flashes downward toward the pavement at the speed of light. Suddenly, the ground ruptures and heaves and convulses beneath the frightened citizens' feet. Terex controls the very elements of the earth itself. It obeys his every command. It brings terrible devastation to whatever he wishes. Then, when all looks its grimmest, not at all nice, Terry. We didn't cross half a universe just for you to level our home city. It's the Human Torch. He saved us. Terex, cease your rampage. We've got a mission ahead of us. Stony ain't listening, Stretch. I think he's got to be taught a lesson. Thing style. What happened? He's smashing into the ground, but I couldn't hit him that hard. The answer is evident. A moment later, a mountain-sized shadow crosses half of Manhattan Island. Terex, you have been granted power for a purpose. You will not seek to abuse it. Galactus, I was merely trying to perfect my abilities before our battle with the Sphinx. Our battle, yours is merely to seek out worlds for me to sate my hunger upon and announce the coming of the Galactus. You do not engage in battle unless Galactus wills it so. You four, seek out the weapons you require, what you must then return. Yeah, we're going, so how about doing us a favor and shut up? Ugh. Sue, what's wrong? She's collapsing. While we were battling Terex, the Skrull's aging ray may have finally have killed her. No, I can hear her heartbeat, but it's so faint, almost inaudible. She's dying in my arms, and I can't do anything about it. Unless, yes, there's one possible hope. If I can keep her alive in this cryonic chamber, perhaps I can buy enough time to perfect a cure for the Skrull's metabolic booster. What am I talking about? That may take days, and I've only got hours before I succumb as well. What do I do? If I perish before the Sphinx is stopped, nobody will be left to stop Galactus. Not only will Sue, Ben, and I die, but the world will go with us. It's all my fault. I lured Galactus here, and I may be my world's murderer. How is she, Reed? I don't know, son. I just don't know. There's something I don't understand. I'm older than Sue. Why is she the first to fall? She didn't want to talk about it, Reed, but our parents, our family, they're all always died young. It ain't fair. Susie should have been in the one to live the longest. Richards, we have no time to waste. Have you located our prey? He has created disturbance that prevents me from locating him. Frantic moments later. Herbie, what are you doing here? I have located the Sphinx, sir. Here is in the Quadrant 9. I don't understand. You're not programmed for independent thought. Forget that, tin creep. We gotta move our butts. Faster we put this kibosh on the Sphinx, the faster we can try and save Susie. I just have to second check Herbie's finding. Great Scott, a Quadrant 9, of course. We should have guessed. Before he destroys the earth, the Sphinx returned to the land that spawned him. He's gone back to Egypt. Now, Herald, go, hurry to our prey, and announce to him that death comes riding the cosmic wind. You three shall now join and witness my conquest of this petty usurper you call the Sphinx. For once that is past, and then there shall be nothing to prevent Galactus from feeding upon your planet's energies. I don't like the way he says that, big brain. You better have some plan up your noggin to stop him. Don't worry about that, Ben, I have. As the four retreat toward the distant Egypt, the silent Baxter building suddenly comes alive. And if any of them had lagged behind, they would have noticed a machine suddenly shimmer and change. and finally metamorphose into a scroll. They're gone, and it seems my second array mission might succeed without any interference. Though I fail to stop Xander's suzerain, I might still have destroyed the Fantastic Four. And not Reed Richards somehow sensed what I was and managed to short-circuit me. They left me for dead on the Baxter Building floor, but my scroll creators had planned well. As soon as the Fantastic Four left me alone, my backup circuits re-energized me. Once repowered, I made my way to Richard's computer, where I began my mission. Within hours, I had succeeded as Earth's primary defense secrets were mine, and all my information was released to the Skrull High Command. When we are ready for Earth's invasion, the petty little planet will not be able to defend itself. The Skrull Empire will control one more world, and neither you nor rapidly dying compatriots will lift a hand against us. Egypt, for more than 30 dynasties, for more than 3,000 years, the small nation stood supreme and mighty. None could rival its splendor in the arts and sciences, nor could breach its powerful defenses and attack without terrible retribution. To feel these sands once more beneath my feet, to gaze at this land I was once banished from, I would feel awe were it not for the still painful memories. How many millennia ago was it when the Hebrew prophet Moses stood before great Ramses and spoke unto him? Pharaoh of all Egypt, let my people go. No, Moses, they are my slaves, and with their sweat and blood I shall build great monuments. Never, Ramses, you shall only build a monument to failure. The God of Israel will make certain of that. So your God is more powerful than all the gods of Egypt? Perhaps we should see, Moses. Ramses summoned me and his chief wizard to the confront of Hebrew, and though I could see the divine power that was his, still I obeyed my Pharaoh. I tossed down my staff, which became a writhing snake. So did Moses. But, obsessive, my snake swallows yours. Tricks that all you've shown me. Get out, Moses, and take your so-called God with you. I shall leave, Ramses, for now, but you shall not be through with me until I have let my people go. Magician, you were a chief sorcerer, yet you failed me. From this moment forth, you are banished from the land of the Nile. Leave now, fraud, before I have you slain. How long I trudged through the torrid desert, I still do not know. Days, months, years ran together like the endless burning sands beneath my naked feet. The powerful sun blinded me. The endless heat parched my skin, bleached my flesh, yet still I staggered on. I knew destiny called me. I knew some grand future awaited me. Then, when even I had long given up hope, I saw it. The temple beckoned me to enter, so I cautiously did. Then through an amber haze, I somehow saw it. It glowed like a fire in the night. I reached out to the burning jewel, took it in my hands, and somehow it spoke to me. I put it to my forehead, and suddenly, I was no longer human. Suddenly I was something different, something great, something powerful. Then and there I had become the Sphinx. I was an immortal, one of those gods themselves, and like God, I walked the road of human history, altering it subtly, playing with destinies, leading man in fruitless circles. But as man progressed somehow, I was changed. My immortal life became hollow. What I longed for wasn't immortal, but an end to my eternal existence. I sought death, yet always it eluded me. My jewel of life, my Castone, would not let me die. Thus did I take leave of man and banish myself to the snow-capped Himalayas. On my wanderings I had heard of a stranger, one whose powers equaled my own. Below my generation passed before, I found his hidden sanctuary. Welcome, he who is named Sphinx. I, sage oracle of all that is true, bid you enter my home. You know who I am? Savage knows all, mighty one. He knows your origins, your struggles, your hopes, and your destiny. Then tell me, my future oracle, I wish to know it now, that I doubt, mighty one. The ultimate truth is rarely sought, yet gaze into what was once a face. Peer into the infinite blackness, which is now a mirror of whatever soul dares stare at it. Look at me, if you dare, and see your future revealed. No, no, turn away, faker, you lie. Sage cannot lie, mighty one. I am merely a mirror, a conduit through which you see yourself reflected. You speak with riddles and false words. You seek the torrent rather than enlighten me. Perhaps then, false oracle, you should pay for your lies. Sphinx, no matter your power, no matter your rage, you cannot destroy the truth. Whatever you do, mighty one, your destiny will out. I can't have failed before I've begun. What you show me must be alterable. It must. I could no more kill Sage than I could destroy myself, yet each time I gazed into that hellish void that was once a face, I swore again and again that I would escape the damnable fate he had revealed to me. For centuries, I failed in my quest until I learned the existence of a cosmic secret which is unknowingly possessed by a child who called himself Nova. Through this stripling, I learned another world once called Xandar. And of that planet is living computers which contained the answer I sought to end my eternal life forever. How strange it is now that I think I was fool enough to want to die. For once I absorbed the information the living computers spewed forth, once I received the powers that information provided, I knew my destiny was not in suicide, but in total control of all those who were in my inferior. With the power that now courses through me, I have become like a god, but with but a wave of my hand, a world is destroyed. With the merest thought, the most casual whim, a galaxy may be torn asunder. This world, Earth, which has been in my prison for all too many years, must be destroyed. But before that is done, there is one final glory I must recreate. This land in which I was born, this fair Egypt, which once was a kingdom built for gods, for far too long has this once great land lay in ruin. For far too long has the glory that was been forgotten. Before this world dies, proud Egypt must live again. Rise, O great land, and become what once thou wert. Reach high with thine arms of gold, and touch the skies as once thou didst. Yon pyramids beckoned in splendor, not seen since days long past, must grow once more, rise from the waste, and sand and desert, and glitter with the magnificence that only you hast e'er possessed. Rise, Egypt, thou must live anew. And from the desert sand is built a kingdom fit for gods. But just then, Sphinx, behold the harbinger of your doom. Behold Terex, the tamer. Then the Galactus has come, blast Sage and Predestines. What are you gibbering about, you fool? How did you know that Terex is herald to the great Galactus? Puny one, there is little the Sphinx does not know. Then you know how powerful I am, Sphinx. You know that I can destroy you as easily as can Galactus. I know that you are a mere flea. I know that you need only be squashed to be done away with. I know that I have fought the same battle 1,000 times before. But perhaps this time I can crush you like the insect you are. Hold, Galactus has come. The circle closes in. The star-spanning ship lands once more. Soon the great silver door shall slide open and reveal he who needs upon the stairs themselves. I am Galactus. I have come to this planet to destroy you. Not as long as hope exists. Leave this world to me, Starstalker. Find some other to drain of its awesome energies. I claim this earth as mine. Only this world has failed to fall before the power of Galactus. Its very stubbornness is dying, shall make it taste ever more sweet. The world Earth shall quench my cosmic thirst. The same worlds, still the circle tightens, but all I need is one minor alteration. Sphinx, you speak in riddles, but they will not help in saving you. The time for words is over. Now there is only time for battle. Hey, Captain Marvel and Hostess Twinkies. Meanwhile, within Galactus Starship, I did it. Reed, I've set up the shield just like you wanted. So what's it gonna get you, Stretcho? What if the big G can't see what you're up to? It gives us time, old friend, and that's all that is on our side. I need every free moment I can gather. Once Galactus defeats the Sphinx, I must be ready for him. And I can't delay in my work, not even for a moment. Just one thing you ain't considered, Pally. What is that, Ben? What if Galactus loses? Suddenly, whether my master destroys the Sphinx or dies in the trying, I swear there shall be one certainty. Terex shall destroy you, and he shall destroy you now. Next, Riddle of the Sphinx. Well, that was Fantastic Four number 212 from 1979. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget, this book and others is available on my eBay page, Papa's-Comic-Books. Hit that subscribe button if you please. I would definitely appreciate that. Also, give me a like or give me a dislike. Tell me what was wrong. Tell me what was good about it, okay? And as I always say,
that was easy.
Until next time, Papa is out.